Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel Electrical Technology and Industrial Practice. So today you can see that our topic is internal resistors connection of NGR. So I have made video on NGR previously, that how NGR is connected with the transformer or how its value is calculated. Now in this video I will describe that how the resistor elements are connected inside the NGR. Okay, so let's begin the video. Okay, so this is a typical diagram of NGR. You can see that I have drawn the resistance element of the NGR inside that. The R11, R12, R21, R22, R31 and R32. The shaded elements are resistance, and you can see that these are connected in a series parallel combination. So what is the purpose of series parallel combination? Because to create a higher value of resistance, you need to divide the elements in series parts. So in series the resistance are added up, so it gives a higher value of resistance. Now these resistors has a certain value of current carrying capacity. So one single element cannot take the entire current, so there are parallel paths are created to take the currents. That is basically decided by the NGR manufacturer or the transformer manufacturer, that how the elements will be divided and how it will be created so that the desired amount of desired amount of fault current can be distributed through the NGR coil. Okay, so here I have shown you that three series element, and each series elements are connected, each series elements having two number of elements in parallel. There is another very popular combination of 6 by 6, where you can see that 6 number of series element will be there, and each element will have 6 number of parallel resistance. Now you see that I have drawn two terminals here. One is mentioned as G and the other one is mentioned as N. Now this G terminal is supposed to be connected with the grounding system, that is the neutral earth pit or the earth bars, whatever are there available in the site. So the G terminal will be connected to the grounding system, and the N terminal will be connected to the transformer or generator neutral side. Now here you can see that normally NGR is used for high voltage transformer. Normally, I repeat, for mines area it is also used for low voltage transformer. So there you have to give two numbers of CT. One is PS class CT for restricted earth fault protection, and another is 5P20 CT for standby earth fault protection. Now these two CT you can put it at transformer neutral bushing. Also you can put it at NGR. Putting it inside the NGR is more easy, because arranging this CT inside NGR is comparatively easier task than arranging it inside the transformer neutral bushing. So it is preferable that the CTs are placed in the NGR. So this is how typical NGR is made up of. The resistance elements are connected and the CTs are connected, and this is how the NGR elements are normally represented in the circuit diagram. Now we will check that how the inside control circuit is there. There is a very small control circuit basically for switching on of the light. So I will show you that in the next slide. Okay, so this is a typical insider control circuit of an NGR. You can see that the NGR required a single phase supply, 230 volt supply connected with a double pole MCB, and this is further connected with a switch to a socket for any additional supply requirement, and it is connected with a lamp by means of a door limit switch. The purpose of limit switch is that when you open the door, the light will glow, and when you close the door, the switch will be opened and the light will be turned off. So this is present inside a NGR panel. This is the basic design of an NGR. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed, please like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel, and also please hit the bell icon to get latest notifications of our video. Thank you very much for watching this video.